Alrighty, welcome back to more Trailmakers, and I have just finished up remaking one of the, I took photos of a plane I made in my other account since you can't transfer builds between accounts, which I hope they change at some point to where you can link builds to other accounts or at least send them, like, cross-platform. But anyway, here we have a German experimental dive bomber aircraft. This is the Voss, or Bv P.192, or 193, but the 193 I'm pretty sure had a different configuration compared to this one. This one doesn't like to stay upright, so as you can see, the propeller isn't nose mounted or on the rear. It is actually mounted in the middle of the fuselage, which, even though the weight of this plane is well in front of the landing gear, it seemingly does not want to stay still. Though this thing, getting it to actually function properly was quite annoying. Okay, it does not want to. Okay, let's just take off. Okay, there we go. Now we're in the air, so this is a... I actually really love the design of this plane. It is absolutely amazing in my opinion. So below here you can see I put bomb bays in the shape of a bomb on the bottom of it, just for, I don't know, just to make it look more interesting, because the original design would have just used bomb bays mounted inside the plane, and that was less than effective. But yeah, we also have a lot of cannons mounted to this, or tiny cannons. So we have 2 miniguns piston glitched into the actual fuselage, and we have 2 tiny cannons on these little spars on the wings. So yeah, this thing is a dive bomber, so you can kinda dive. It definitely pulls better out of a dive once you gain some speed, so as you can see, not too bad. There are a few other German there's definitely 2 or 3 German experimental aircraft I want to make. One is a Lippisch aircraft, which I don't remember which one specifically it is because there are so many aircraft. Then there's the Ju-187, which will pose quite a few technical issues. But yeah, this thing, it was meant to be a dive bomber and could carry a... I feel like it could carry up to like maybe a German 1000 kg bomb, maybe just a 500 or 250s, maybe. This aircraft, I don't think, wasn't accepted because, you know, the German High Command was more focused on conventional designs than these more outlandish and not really the most, how do I put it, I don't know, I don't have the word for it, but, yeah, they wouldn't have pursued something as non-conventional as this is. Though I really like the design of this thing, which, it's honestly quite fast, if I say so myself. I completely forgot that I didn't, I forgot I probably should have tested this on the airborne map, but you know what, we're not... I'll do that for another video, where I'll, like, show off a bunch of vehicles, and, like, I'll do, like, a bunch of, like, combat performance videos for these vehicles. So, yeah, the design for this, like, is heavily, quote-unquote, modernized, or just uses newer blocks that were added to the game, just because the old design was definitely a lot more complexity intensive. So yeah, this thing is, it's a bit sluggish to turn. It is technically capable of turning sharper, but that would sacrifice the functionality of the landing gear, and the front, like, nose gear wouldn't actually touch the ground. So yeah, that's kind of how it has to be for this thing. Let's set her down somewhere, preferably right there along the strip where we started. Okay, landing gear out. I imagine this will have the same thing, the same problem that the Shinden had, and it'll want to go a bit lopsided. Oh, never mind. It's actually very stable. And we are landed. We stop. 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 Just okay. Yeah, it's turning. Stop turning. Okay, thank you. So yeah, that was the Bv-192 or Bv P.192. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a lot more German experimental or World War II experimental aircraft like this, which yeah, expect that soon. Of course, I'm only doing a bunch of these because the Star Destroyer project is going to be taking up a lot of time. Also, check out my Subnautica Below Zero playthrough that I'm doing on the channel if you really want to. I'll have a playlist up for that at some point, probably after I get a few more of the episodes out. Like, by the time part 5 is out, I think I'll just put it in a playlist. So yeah, anyway, that just about does it for this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.